Welcome back, everybody. Today I am making shrimp tacos. This is so easy to make and it's so delicious. So here I'm preheating a small skillet and I am just going to saute 2 jalapenos, a little bit of chopped onion, and 2 garlic cloves with the skin on. Once I'm done sauteing, I'll remove the skin and puree everything. Gonna go in with my jalapenos, 2 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna add my little bit of onion. This is just a small quarter piece of a small onion. One, 2. Remove the skin from the garlic. Now I'm going in with the onion. I'm going to add maybe a 1/3 cup of water and salt to taste. Now I'm just going to work on some toppings. I'm going to make a, cabbage salad. I'm going to thinly slice cabbage, some thinly sliced yellow onion, use purple, red, the onion of your choice. I have 2 cherry radishes. I'm going to dress it with fresh squeezed lime juice and salt and pepper. That's it. And that'll be a nice little topping or salad to the tacos. Now I'm going to rinse this in ice cold water and then drain it and place it in my bowl right here. I'm going to repeat the process with the onion and the radish. Okay, so I have thinly sliced onion, cabbage, cherry radishes. I've rinsed them in cold water, drained them. Now I'm just going to dress them in some fresh lime juice. 1 or 2 limes will work for this. I'm adding a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. You'll want to mix and combine well. To prepare my shrimp, here I have 1 pound of large to extra large shrimp. This is a 20-25 count to a pound. I am going to season it with some dry seasonings. When you season your shrimp, use the rub spices and seasonings that you prefer. I'm going to start with some lemon pepper, and I am eyeballing all of these. Start with a 1/4 teaspoon and work your way up from there. I'm also going to add some smoked paprika. Onion powder. Garlic powder. And seasonal seasoning salt. You could just use salt if you prefer. Clean hands, just give it a toss and a mix. Okay, here I have a large baking sheet or baking tray, no, baking sheet. I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of oil to the bottom. I'm going to add in my shrimp. I have some tomatoes. This is probably a 1/2 pint of grape tomatoes, about 8 ounces. And at this point, your shrimp bake or roasting shrimp, you can add whatever vegetables that you like. This is what I have. I sliced up some mini bell peppers, some mini sweet bell peppers, and 1/2 of an onion that I needed to use right on top. clean hands, I'm just going to mix, combine, and spread all over my baking sheet. You don't want to pile or crowd your baking sheet because I'm going to roast this at a high temperature of 450 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 to 12 minutes, or basically until everything's roasted and the shrimp is cooked through without being overcooked. So here I warmed up some corn tortillas. My tortillas have been in my refrigerator for about 2 weeks, so they needed a little help. I had to pass them through hot oil to get them pliable without cracking. But if you have fresh ones, you can just warm them up. But that's what I did with mine. So if you're in my predicament, passing them through hot oil makes them pliable and soft without breaking and drying out. So now I'm going to make a taco. Little fresh avocado. Excuse the noise, guys. Someone is mowing their lawn. My neighbors are doing yard work. By the way, the salsa is not that hot. Those 2 jalapenos were kind of mild and heat-wise. And that is what's for dinner tonight. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.